Hello everyone. Welcome to Salesforce Presents the Economic Times Digital Transformation Dialogues. Thank you all for making it to the panel and accepting this invitation to part this discussion. The theme here is economic, social, and ethical dimensions of AI, which can foster economic growth and also empower the workforce of country. We have with us Mr. Krishnan Venkateswaran, the Chief Digital Officer of Titan, Mr. Sanket Atal, the Managing Director, Operations and Technology for Salesforce India. We have Minister Priyank Kharge, who is the IT Minister as well as the Rural Panchayat Raj Minister. We have Sandhya Arun, who is the Chief Technology Officer of Wipro, and we have Mr. Madan Padaki, who is the co-founder, managing trustee of Head and Heart Foundation, and Neeti Sharma, of course, Chief Executive Officer of TeamLease Digital. Thank you all for being part of it, and let's begin the discussion.
Personal as well as departments, we are treading a little bit what to do with AI within the government process. So first thing, I guess the government is in the keen and is pushing is for reskilling and upskilling. Number two, we are setting up centers of excellence where we can groom talent, groom leadership, groom innovations in these incubators, in these centers of across verticals, that is agriculture, aerospace. So we have these various centers of excellence, and also within e-governance, we have set up a small cell to understand how we can ensure the processes are cut down. So for better citizen delivery. So our focus, like I said, is skilling, centers of excellence, and government processes. So we are experimenting with something called the AI powered information extraction tool right now, where it goes through regular processes, huge documents, gazette orders, government orders, so that if we are taking a few weeks to do that, that is reduced to a few days. At least the processes are cut short. So the government is also experimenting with Copilot, Microsoft Copilot, where we don't have teachers. If we are able to use Copilot in our smart classes to engage with students. So we're using multiple across departments, including my own department of rural development in Panchayat Raj. We have an AI-enabled chatbot which we are testing, and we have close to around 40,000-50,000 of them on it as we speak, who are trying to address their problems in villages through AI chatbots. Of course, it requires a lot of government intervention. So it's a very long-drawn strategy for the government of Karnataka.
The concept of the pyramid itself is a bit outdated in our industry, and I'm sure Salesforce and other engineering firms would agree, because really effective engineering that impacts business value and delivers outcome fast requires flat teams, right? And I think easily 10-15 years back, the concept of 2 pizza teams became famous, which is really about having about 8 to 16 people in a team to deliver an outcome or a product, right? And then you organize larger teams. Even if it's 100 people, you would still organize them into 2 pizza teams with a common mission to deliver outcomes and make flow of information, flow of work completely unblocked for them with technology platforms. Now, what this required for us to do even several years back is to train younger people. We call them next-gen associates. So we train the next-gen associates on how to be full stack. And full stack has again various meanings over the years. Initially it was front end plus back end, then it became understand business, it became understand customer experience. Now it of course includes AI, responsible AI. What does it take for a simple 2-pizza team to deliver outcomes, right? Now, having said that, in a 2-pizza team, there is no need to have a 40-year-old person and a 20-year-old person and a reporting hierarchy. You just have roles which deliver on the role. So somebody who envisions the business problem, describes it, brings down the requirements. Somebody who envisions customer experience and brings it in. Somebody who envisions security requirements, non-functional requirements. And then the team gets together and delivers. Increasingly, our world is moving towards what we call as the platforms and products operating model, which will increasingly rely not on seniority or experience, but on your ability to deliver on your role. And a role itself has many tasks if you break it down. Some of those tasks will get automated, will get handed off to AI, but the role itself will transform itself, as opposed to the role disappearing if you're doing something relevant, such as impacting business value, delivering products, right, ensuring quality and security. So from that perspective, we are transforming how we train our next-gen associates.
Okay, first thing we need to do is to map professions, correct the potential threat of AI actually replacing and not just a person that with it. So we are actually been examining the roles in our organization. I have offered this module a few weeks ago. Just like the human brain is divided into left and right, organization are also right. And I think it is a reasonable thesis to say that all left brain activities will be progressively taken over by AI, right? And so therefore enabling everyone to go up the curve and become creative of a certain kind, right? We'll create a new body of knowledge or experts with their hands, and AI and robotics are going to take quite some time to match the fineness of the human motor. And so therefore vocational training of a certain kind. So these are things to move towards, right? And if you take Titan, for example, product design, creating brands, being able to engage with customers empathetically, these are all skills which have a very high human quotient. But at the risk of leaving critiques which we don't face, the accounting profession, for example, their team is better off learning how to use AI to process accounting than to look at it as a human activity. Because it is no cover, and so on and so forth. So to me, this is actually the most important thing to do, so that the human-computer interface is protected and creative and forward-looking, and no one is under existential threat.
We need to be able to scale and have people get rid of the AI phobia per se by introducing AI in a meaningful manner wherever appropriate. And the more our lives become easier with the introduction of AI, with the introduction of agents, I think people will realize that perhaps there's more of the left versus right brain equation that they can leverage. Because wherever new technologies have been introduced, there's always been a higher level of job sector that's been created, and I think we truly need to embrace it. And I think we need more success stories like Karnataka's.
Our talent acquisition or recruiters actually use AI to generate job descriptions, which our customers give us, so we kind of fine-tune it. We have candidates who are using AI to generate resumes which match the job description, right? So there is no mismatch at all. But when I talk to the candidate, obviously he or she is not ready for the role. Okay. So now I need a third layer of AI to identify and detect which is AI generated, which is genuine, and who do I actually bring to the hiring table. And that's how actually world has changed for us, because I think job seekers have become very creative. And today's youth that is entering the labor force, we don't need to handhold them. They don't need manuals. They know how to use these technologies and they know how to use it for their benefits, right? So yes, so that part is obviously changing for us. Am I using AI? Yes, to ensure that I have efficient matching. I'm able to provide the first profile to a customer like Sandhya.
Karnataka's economy each of the districts that we have is an economic powerhouse, right? It is between $3 to $6 billion of economy, of GDP at a district level. If you were to take that, this is going to double, and we are on the way to become a $1 trillion economy in Karnataka. Each of these districts itself could potentially be a $10 billion economy, right? Now, imagine the opportunities in a $10 billion economy. If you want to add $5 billion to a district like Kalburgi or Bidar, or imagine the potential to use tech to improve efficiencies, to inject more wealth distribution amongst the people. So I think what would be required is to really think, well, we have so far been thinking of physical infrastructure at a district level. Of course, we need roads, we need sewage, clearances, we need irrigation systems. I think it is time for us to think of digital infrastructure at a district level, and then figure out what are the enablers of digital infrastructure. Trainers is one, guardrails against cybercrimes is another. So maybe I think we have to reimagine institutional frameworks, even at a district level from a digital perspective. And it's time now, else we would end up not really leveraging the growth that's happening for the benefit of people living there. And there's been, kudos to the minister and the IT department. We've done a variety of work for beyond Bengaluru. I think that is the need of the hour. If everybody thinks that everything is happening in Bengaluru and starts migrating to the city, God save us and them, right? I think, and there's a massive opportunity to create this digital infrastructure, including facilitators, trainers, institutions, which could even operate only in the digital realm, but which is creating local opportunities. So I'm very excited about, this ecosystem of actors coming together to reimagine what any inflection point does, like how smartphones changed the way we interacted with the internet.